Okay, hi everybody, it's Bonkai 922. God damn it! Next week's the final episode of DXD. No! 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 I have to say that. That's bullshit. Why are 12? No! Bullshit! No, man! The fuck? By the preview of next week's episode, I'm gonna talk about this week's. But the preview, we might be getting a minute. But you know, it was an interesting episode, episode 11. I will fight. Essentially, what occurs? Okay, now Sir Zex, Rias' brother, Central King. That was. He pretty much is putting his foot down, saying you can't go rescue her because if he goes, he has to go see Vali because he's Vali's the only one who apparently, well, actually, it's one of Vali's members of the Chaos Brigade, Arthur. Yeah, Arthur. Go that right ahead. He has to go see him in order to get through to the dimensional gap, and they don't want to do that because then they're fraternizing with the enemy, Chaos Brigade. So essentially, what happens is Azel's there, and he's like, "Let me do it." Essentially, that was basically they head off to see Vali. At first, well, at first they see Shiro's sister, or sister, her, what's her face, and that results in kind of a breakdown of negotiations because Issei was going to give up Shiro, give up Koneko and Koneko. So, but it ended up for not because Vali was there anyway. And Vali, this quote Vali said made sense to an extent, saying how it seems like the red and white dragon always has misfortune, and he's basically just coming out on top, saying, "I'll break that destiny." And what's not happening? This Arthur guy brings out this sword of the Pendragon family. He's a descendant, I think, of the. I don't think he's actually Arthur Pendragon, but anyway, um, brings it out, and that's how they're gonna get to the dimensional gap. Azazel has a few words with Vali about it, and Vali says that he has no intention of harming them, and that's not his goal at the moment, but it might later on be something else. They open the gap, they go through. Now, that whole thing about the clone say that really didn't take any precedence. That was pretty much just like a manifestation. I think that was just like a manifestation of the curse in Rias. They go to the through. They have this field because without the field, you can't stay there because you'll get sucked into nothingness. And basically, what happens is Rias does show up. Now she starts attacking everyone, and she it's a curse. That's basically what it was. And what ends up happening is, I mean, essentially, here's the thing about this whole situation. Two things happened twice in this season, back-to-back episodes. Number one, twice Issei. Well, the first time he really wasn't Issei. He did it on his own, probably. But twice, he has helped Issei. Twice. Helping him get one of the people he cares about back. First, it was Ashia. When she was sent to the dimensional gap. And now again, it's Rias getting sent to the dimensional gap. Man, that dimensional gap must be like popping big time. They're having parties and shit, yo. Yo, pass the booze, yeah. It's like a hangout or something. But anyway, and the other thing about what's happening here, is both times. This motherfucker. Well, can't really say for the first time with Loki. That was really not Loki's. That was partially Loki's doing, but most of it had to do with Diodora and Beelzebub. Had to do with those guys. But still, he was an influence, Loki. And he's direct influence. Second time around. With Rias. Listen, I'm sorry. Loki's a fucking idiot. Like, alright, Ragnarok and shit. Like, he's basically, it's like the Twilight of the Gods or something. In Norse mythology. Ragnarok. And I'm like, I have a hard time, like, looking at him, because, like, you're in prison! It's like, sure, Ragnarok's gonna happen, but you're in prison! Like, seriously. But back to what happened. Essentially, she starts attacking them. They get her to remember, well, I should say, Issei gets her to remember, and she starts crying, and then this red stone comes out of her chest. I believe that's the curse that he gave her. Now, I think what it is this. When Fafnir, when they bit Issei, I think part of Issei's armor got chipped off of the Red Dragon Emperor. So what happened is that Loki must have took that piece and somehow was able to insert it into Rias. And this caused, because after she has this moment where she starting to remember, this red piece comes out and it explodes, and all of a sudden, this was too much. She essentially had the same armor as Issei does. That's the Red Dragon Emperor. So what ends on happening is, he's protesting Issei. He doesn't want to fight her. Akeno is basically telling him you need to. It's difficult, but you have to. So he does balance breaker, going in, and they start fighting. But this results in the field being destroyed, and everybody gets sucked in this hole. And then we see Loki saying, Ragnarok, I'm Loki. I'm in prison, but I'll mention Ragnarok. I'm sorry, I don't like Loki. He should be in the Avengers and not in DXD. I said that. I went there. Loki's a whole time. Not in DXD. DXD is a fucktard. By the way, they get into the wormhole. That wormhole is not a problem. They're getting sent back to their own dimension. I thought that, but then I remembered what Arthur said. Arthur said that once it dissipates, you'll be sent back. So that's what they happened with that. So basically, what's also happened now with this, Issei's fighting Rias, Red Dragon Emperor thing. And next week's the final episode. Like, you are killing me here, okay? So with this new proclamation, I will, hopefully there's a website to watch them, read them. I might even buy them. I'm getting the DXD light novels. I'm dead serious, because I'll read them somehow, because at this point I'm like, yo, I can't read this shit anymore. I can't. So tell me the volumes, people. I think some people stated in my other reviews that these were volumes 8, 9, 10, or something along those lines. 8, 9? Yeah. So I might just go do that. Go buy volume 8, volume 9, volume 10. And say, yeah, bitches, beep, 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 beep. But overall, rating-wise, 4.5 out of 5. They're going to return. It's not going to be like, hopefully they're going to return, because this is bullshit. And the thing about this season was good on some facets. Like, what was interesting about this season of DXD, I just want to go on this. It's like almost 10 minutes in. I just want to mention this. I'll probably mention this further when I do the final episode review. A lot of fun episodes. Tonight's Game of Thrones episode, next week's DXD's episode. But this is the thing. This season was strange with DXD because you had all these different facets. You had a sequence about Neko, Akaneko. You had a sequence with Aquino. You had a sequence with Ashia. You had a sequence with Rias. But I would say more that Ashia and the other two had more spotlight than Rias. Because Rias, it was just really about that one scene in last week's episode. You know, it wasn't really a big deal. It wasn't a huge thing like with Ashia and the other two. And the other two was a short thing. And it was kind of funny how that was doing, how it was going. Like, all the girls had their own little thing in this season, and at the same time, Issei was battling what he was battling. This curse that was on him, but he broke through it, and he's better for it. Now, I personally think they should have went 13 episodes. That's just me. Because, you know. But this was a good episode, 4.5 out of 5. Next week's the final one. I don't know. Maybe one of you subscribers can send me a package filled with light novels of DXD. I would much appreciate it. Because I noticed, like, who was it? McWhirlpool? Yeah, he got like free manga or some shit like that from somebody. Somebody mailed it to me. Seriously, because like, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Bankai Night 22. Yeah. Tonight's the last episode. Someone was. I might invite people this time. I'm definitely gonna try to get fucking, motherfucking Brez Boy. Maybe a little Pubix Cube. And maybe that's next week. Maybe he's available to join the live stream. We'll see. I'm Bankai Night 22. I'll see you guys later. Issei, man up! Get your woman back! Come on, Issei! Be a man! Be manly! I'll see you guys later.